everybody. Welcome to the Grow Your Business Smarter, Live Your Optimal Life TV show. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, I'm Dr. Navia Shepherd. I'm your host, but I host a women's group called Ladies Power Lunch. It's a fantastic place. It's 100% free, y'all. So if you want to come join us, you're absolutely welcome. But let me just give you an insight about what you will be joining. It's basically just a place for women in business. We have women in small business, women entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, women who might be in the higher levels of corporate life, or they might even be in nonprofit. But what is unique among these women is that they realize, they learned this early on, that when we as women get together and support each other, that everybody's business grows. And so we're talking about almost 2,000 women who are ready to raise their hands and say, hey, you need help? I'll help you. Come join us. Come join us. It's really easy. And like I said, it's free. Just go to growsmarternotheharder.com/Facebook. And it's easy, right? Grow smarter, not harder, because for many of us, we've left our other jobs or corporate situations, and we've now moved into this sphere of our lives where we thought things would have been a whole lot easier. Working for yourself or working in a higher level of corporate positioning is actually not going to give you less sleepless nights. It might give you more sleepless nights. And so we're looking for ways to ease that burden, to make it lighter. And we've found out that you don't have to recreate the wheel, because there's somebody else who's already gone through this, somebody else who's already done this, and somebody who can hold your hand, who wants to hold your hand and help you through this. So join us, growsmarter.com/Facebook. Okay, on with the show. Special guest today is Mikki Parker. Now, you hear me say this all the time. I love my guests. Well, I'm not kidding. Mikki holds a very, very special place in my heart. She is outstanding, hands down, one of the most heart-centered people that I know. And today she's going to be talking to us about putting our fresh face forward, talking to us about how our confidence that we project actually helps us to grow our businesses smarter. So thank you all so much.
Hi, I'm Nisha Hadaway, CEO and owner of Gentle Mama Counseling, and you're tuned into Ladies Power Lunch.
Hi, I'm Nadine Keller, CEO of Precision Sales Coaching and Training, and you are tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Debbie Sodergren, the CEO of Up Vibrations, and you are plugged into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Christy Sullivan, human design expert, author, and speaker, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Keisha Zullo, president of Events of Joy, and you're tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Mary Colangelo. I'm an international fashion therapist, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm LaQuisha Clemens, the CEO of Freedom Life Therapy and Wellness. You are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Kiana Coachman Strickland, also known as DJ Q Boogie. I'm the founder of Female DJ Association, and you are tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Mikki holds a very, very special place in my heart. She is outstanding, hands down, one of the most heart-centered people that I know. And today she's going to be talking to us about putting our fresh face forward, talking to us about how our confidence that we project actually helps us to grow our businesses smarter. So thank you all so much for joining. And Mikki, will you please share with everybody who you are and tell them about the wonderful things that you're doing in the world?
Well, thank you, Davia. I appreciate that. And yes, thank you. You hold a very special place in my heart too. So I am Mikki Parker, and I do a couple of things. I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, so I'm a skincare expert, which is why I wanted to talk a little bit about putting your fresh face forward. And now notice we didn't say best face forward, because we want to talk to you about putting your fresh face before you can put your best face. And some really fun things, I think, for me in the summertime is helping people, women especially, to understand why SPF is so important and how it ages your face if you don't use it on a regular basis. And of course, that's something year round. But really, it's about, for me, teaching women how to spend the least amount of time, because we all know that time has a monetary value in most of our lives, the least amount of time to look polished. And I'm going to give you a quick example when it comes time. But how you appear, how you present yourself and face people is, it's about confidence. And when you are confident, and people will trust you. And so there's all these levels of just putting that face forward. And, we for years now have been saying putting the best face on in Zoom, but now we're back face to face. And when you're on Zoom, you see yourself, but we are face to face, you don't see yourself. So I had a very good friend come up and say, you've got a little lipstick here on your teeth. And so it was great. But in Zoom, I would have noticed that. So fun things in my world right now. I am sharing with women in this space of sun, what I'm calling Get Your Summer On gift packs. And I want to talk a little bit about that because I'll be giving one away for the participants of the show today. And it has a $250 value. And it would be Mary Kay products that are going to help you to be able to put your fresh face forward. And this is actually my favorite time of year to do that. And so another hat I wear, though, is I am the managing director for eWomen Network, the Connecticut chapter, which is actually how Davia and I have come to have such an amazing beginning of our relationship because it has only blossomed from there. And having so many amazing things coming through the last part of the year in Q2 and Q3 in eWomen Network in our Connecticut chapter with our small masterminds and our larger networking events is just a lot of fun. So those are the really fun things that are happening right now.
I love, love, love all of that, Mikki. That's amazing. It's summertime. Usually, these are pretty evergreen because people can watch them whenever. But just to give people some insight, both Mikki and I, we are located in Connecticut, and the winter was pretty mild, but it was still pretty cold, and it's just started to get sunny again. We opened our pool, our kids are out there. Mikki, what are you doing this summer to live your optimal life? What does your best summer life look like?
My best summer life is spending as many minutes as I can outdoors and really getting back to a space of self-care and self-love during that time, and investing in myself in taking care of my exercise needs, but also making sure that I have some balance of fun to be investing in for the summer, like James Taylor on July 4th. And, and really just making sure that I am gathering with friends and family and filling that portion, that cup of my needs. So,
Yeah, I love that. It's for us, it's all about being outside. So I mirror that absolutely. Getting outside, spending more time with family. We're on summer hours now in our office. So on Thursdays, we're taking the whole day off if we can and spending that time with the kids. So yeah, that's awesome. Great to know. So you were going to share with us today some of the do's and don'ts for putting our fresh face forward. I know you love to talk a lot about confidence. I know you love to talk a lot about skincare. So can you give us some of your favorite do's and don'ts for putting our fresh face forward?
Sure. So first, I want to just make sure that people don't mistake that your outer beauty does not necessarily reflect that inner beauty. Okay. And vice versa. Your inner beauty comes first. And that's where it was nice to be able to talk about taking care of ourselves, whether it's just the fresh air or being able to look at self-care or being able to fill the cup of being around people. But your inner beauty and the gentle and the peaceful or the powerful spirit can be portrayed in your appearance. And, I am over 50, and we were just sharing that we talk about your fresh face forward. And I sell skincare. That's part of what I do as my livelihood. But I am also someone who knows that periodically I need to go to my esthetician and make sure that I am putting my freshest face forward. And I actually did that today. I did that this morning. And I was just sharing with Dr. Davia as we popped on this morning that I am as barefaced can be, because I don't want to put anything on because she did such an amazing job. I'm going to a little shout out to Sarah Dietzick over at Smooth Skin Connecticut, who I told her, I said, with your permission, I can share this afternoon. And I met her through working at the Float Center, which is ironic. And then Dr. Davia knows her as well. But putting your freshest face forward and really, I said, artists prime their canvas before they paint the masterpiece. And so whatever that masterpiece means to you, if you choose to have great skincare and not put anything on, if you like a nice dewy look, but if you also like a soft powdered look, or however much you would like to put on, or however little you would like to put on as far as makeup goes. Dr. Davia and I were just talking about how simple her routine is, and just look at how glowing she is today. Simple CC cream, a little powder, some lipstick or lip gloss, I'm sorry, a little bit of liner and some mascara, and voila, you have it. So let's talk about simple. I just want to talk this one tip about simple and showing up with your fresh face. So this is pretty blah if you look at it, right? And I have a great friend who tells me, Mikki, you can't sell lipstick if you don't wear it, right? But here's a great one. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm not going to look at you. Hold on. Isn't this someone that looks a little bit more confident and very emotionally managed and ready to talk to you and just polished? Would you trust this Mikki or this Mikki? If I walked up to you and said, I'm a skincare and beauty expert, right? So it was simple. I honestly put on some lipstick and a fun pair of glasses. It doesn't have to be glasses. It can be a fun pair of earrings. It could be something. And my top is a little loud, but just also sharing that it doesn't have to be hours and hours and hours on your skincare routine. It doesn't have to be hours and hours on your makeup routine. And honestly, I know I could probably raise both hands, but how many times have you seen someone in a picture on social media and then met that person in person and you like didn't recognize them, right? When you show up polished, people know that you cared about investing in yourself and how you portray yourself and put yourself out there. So I think that that's huge, as far as, you know, really keeping that in mind. And
I think it's really important to focus in on this idea of people not recognizing you because you look nothing like your profile picture. I mean, this happens all day long, every day. I was reading something, or maybe it was the news, I don't know, but Apple has to have a fix for maybe their most updated version because we're not polished in the mornings when we wake up. And apparently our iPhones don't recognize us.
facial recognition's like, who is that?
Who is? Like, who is this person? So yes, just from the point of view of being recognizable, I see the value of being polished when out and about.
And I think, you know, we go back to just the way we were saying about confidence. So when you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you look good, whatever that means to you, right? You have courage, it builds your confidence, you love what you see in the mirror, and that gives off a totally different vibe when you are with someone, whether it's on the Zoom screen or whether you're in person. Our vibe, the word vibe is vibration. It's our kinetic energy. It's our potential energy, or the heat that we give off. And our lives are about vibration. So if you rise that vibration up, you exude so much more confidence. You live a life of balance, and you look like you're living your life on purpose versus by accident. And I think that's the biggest tip that I can allow people to have today is when you live your life on purpose or with purpose, it comes with this confidence and all of those types of things. And I did say this when I was talking about the summit, and I said, my mindset challenge for the group is, do you own your own current comfort more than you own the desire for change? So when you look at yourself in the mirror, and it doesn't have to be from an aesthetics standpoint, when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you own your own current comfort more than you own the desire for change or a vision of the future?
I love that. I was just very busy
I
taking
saw the
notes
best.
because that's very profound. And you know, it's when we have transformation in our lives, it happens when we recognize that staying in the spot that we're in is going to be way more painful than moving forward. And that's perhaps the most powerful kind of transformation that we can experience. So yeah, of that.
I think it's important for people to have the time or take the appropriate amount of time taking care of their body, mind, and their soul to look and feel their best. I mean, we've been given this one body where it's actually on loan for all of you that have that belief that this body is on loan. Take good care of it, do great things with it. And one just last thought I think that I have really come to really resonate with is time is spent or saved, right? I was talking about how our time has a monetary value, but confidence is built like a muscle and it takes daily discipline. So if you invest your time in yourself to build, your confidence will be improved daily or increased daily.
I love that. Definitely. I mean, we talk all the time about spending time on yourself, focusing on self-care and that sort of thing. And I feel as though sometimes when we talk about self-care, we kind of push the piece that is taking care of the physical body to the side, and we focus a lot more on the mental health side, which is superstar important. But I think you can't take care of one and ignore the other.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Confidence isn't built just on exterior looks. It's built on the interior value that we hold for ourselves, our emotional management and stability. And then we can put our freshest face forward.
So I love the little splash of lipstick. It's really a fun way to just push up your level of being polished. Are there any other tips that are that easy? Because we're all women on the go here.
Of course we are. Of course we are. So my three favorite things: mascara, a good lip color, and my oil absorbing cloths that I carry with me all the time because I'm not someone who loves to shine or sheen. And so for me personally, those are those tips. Like you said, with your simplicity, with just a little lipstick and some mascara, it goes so far. And it doesn't have to be heavy, or we don't want to mask. We want to enhance, and really having that premium skincare routine to make sure that the canvas is well primed for whatever masterpiece it is that will be put on it.
Yeah, that skincare part of it is so important. I was mentioning to you earlier that I noticed that my skin had kind of changed a little bit. Like it was particularly dry. And I know that as women, as we go through different seasons of the year or even seasons of our lives, our skin needs change. Do you have any advice for us as far as that goes?
So your skin actually, not even taking into account those chapters of our lives, but your skin will change just about every 7 years. So what you might have been using for a little while may not work for you now. And so it's always worth seeing a skincare expert to revisit what it is you're doing now, what you love about what it is you're doing now, and what results that you're not getting from what it is that you're doing. And don't be afraid to try something new. Nobody's face ever fell off from trying something new. I promise you all. I promise you. Yes, do people have certain sensitivities and the like, and maybe some products don't work for some people, but certainly there's always room for changing up your skincare routine. There's an amazing program now, and anyone who would love to follow up with me, it's called Skin Cycling. And it is about doing something different to enhance your skin's rejuvenation and regeneration every single day of the week. So it's actually a 7-day cycle. And it's a little something different in your typical routine. So you do your regular routine and then you add something or subtract something every single day in that skin cycling. So I'd love to share skin cycling with anyone who would like to talk a little bit more about it.
That's awesome. I think that's great. Do you have any resources that you find in addition to the skin cycling that you find you know what, if everybody tuned into this, maybe a podcast or book or something like that, that if people tuned into it, that they would really feel like they're getting some benefits for their skincare.
Yeah, I think, a lot of the beauty magazines they really are focused on sharing the information about the different ingredients that people have questions about. Anytime I do an exhibit table or any sort of a share, I always have that list of ingredients on my table, because I don't know about you, but I can go into a store and not know what all the ingredients are and what they do, right? Because each ingredient will do something different. And having that knowledge, and I read a lot of beauty magazines. I listen to some of the blogs and the podcasts out there, but there isn't one specific one that I can just say is the perfect one, because I'm listening for me, but I'm also listening to be able to educate. And I feel like a lot of times people are listening for their specific needs. But really a lot of the dermatologists now also have podcasts and things like that that are really, really great to listen to. So just do a little search about the age bracket that you're in and some skincare tips, and see what you come up with as far as podcasts go.
That's actually a great, great tip, because my needs at 20 were different from my needs as a teenager. I can tell you, as a teenager, my problem was acne. In my 20s, that was not a big issue for me anymore. Right now, in the age range that I'm in, I'm noticing dryness, maybe still normal in the T-zone, but drier in the cheek areas and under the eyes. So my needs now are a little bit different from what they were before. So I love that you remind us to be focused on what our needs are now, as opposed to just a one size fits all
They will
situation.
change. Yeah, they will change.
And I like your tip about our skin changing every 7 years, because a lot of people don't realize that our cells are constantly, especially the dermis, constantly being slowed off, and new cells are being formed, basically. And so over time, you're definitely going to have a pretty new face,
Right.
a new face.
A brand new face every day. No. A quick cute story. So I've been in skincare for quite a few years, and on my daughter's 18th birthday, she came running into the kitchen and she says, "Mom, I need to step up my skincare routine today, because today my collagen production slowed down." And I said, "Well, I don't think it happens on your 18th birthday, sweetheart, but I think around the age of 18, your collagen production does begin to slow down just a teeny tiny bit. So let's talk about skincare."
So I love that you mentioned collagen, because collagen is like the world's new buzzword. Everybody and their mother is trying to get more collagen into their routine. Can you say a little bit about if collagen is going to be beneficial? Should we be taking it orally? Should we be applying it to our skin? What do we do about collagen?
Collagen is one of those things where you can ingest collagen, but you can also ingest supplements that will help with the collagen production. And about 40%-ish is what actually happens from the inside. And then there's about 60, almost up to 70% that happens from the outside. And so that's why there's a lot of topical products out there that can expedite the collagen production and the cell turnover rate. And then there are also these now ingestible, because collagen isn't just in our skin. There's lots of places in our body that collagen is necessary. So the ingestible is about that, maybe say 35 to 40%, and then the topical is about that 60 to 70%. So you really kind of need it from both. It's like bookends.
I love that. Mikki, before we wrap up, are there any final words that you would like to share with us? Anything that you would like to make sure that we know about skincare?
So I'm going to just say one more time, I think, connecting with a regular routine, and what regular routine means to you is different for everyone. So a regular routine of seeing a skincare expert. So for me, it's going to see my esthetician once in a while and having her help me sort of, get rid of all of the extra things on the surface of my skin, so that my products can actually be more effective. Because if you have all this dry skin or extra skin cells sitting on the skin, your products are going nowhere. They're just sitting on the surface. So that's number one. Number two is making sure that you get that perfect skincare routine for you. And being willing to try different things. I think, again, I said, nobody's face ever fell off. So make sure you try something new, and really make sure that you are working with your skincare expert to make sure that you get that perfect routine for you. And whether that's skin cycling or some sort of other process that your esthetician can work with you, there's certainly a balance of both of those. And SPF,
SPF.
all year round.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Mikki, you mentioned this whole idea of skin cycling, and I'm very sure that our viewers are going to want to connect with you. They're going to want to know more. How can people connect with you?
So I will give you my cell phone number. My number is 860-597-6622. And you can always email me. It's mikkiparker23@gmail.com.
Beautiful. At the end of every show, I pull a card just to give us a little thought for the day. I think my approach to cards might be a little bit different. I've said it before. I think of it more in terms of just giving us something to think about as opposed to it being predictive of something. I thought, since we're talking about putting your fresh face forward, it would be a great idea for me to pull from this deck, Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild, because we talked about the inner and the outer, right? So let's see, what do the cards have to tell us today? And oh, the card I pulled is the beautiful bandage.
That's perfect.
So appropriate for us for today. Let's see what she has to share with us, this beautiful, beautiful bandit. You can choose right now to feel good about yourself. If you've been beating yourself up, stop it now. Don't let anyone else decide how you should feel about yourself. Taking responsibility for your actions means that you have done something that you feel is out of integrity. You do something about it that is constructive and useful. Damning yourself with judgment or allowing another to steal your self-esteem is neither of those things. So it goes on to say, the Divine Mother is telling you to forgive yourself and use your energy now to live the best life you can. It's time to take your life back. How does this sort of tie in with what we have been talking about, Mikki?
That's interesting because I feel like, so many people takes their looks or skincare for granted, and to be able to truly, get off that merry-go-round and start something new. Like I said, be brave, start something new, take your life back.
Be brave. Start something new. It's never too late. And take your life back. I love it. Thank you so much, Mikki, for being an amazing guest today. Y'all, please do connect with Mikki. She really does have so much to share. And thank you all for watching. Come on over to our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group and connect with us at growsmarternotharder.com/Facebook. And we're having conversation just like this every single day, and you can be a part of it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next show. Bye, everyone.